Yoga Burn Review. I have been using this program and channeling my inner yogi consistently for the last 12 weeks. In this article, I'm going to share my in-depth review about Yoga Burn and how I have transformed my body using this workout program. My postpartum weight problem. Now, I honestly believe in loving your body just like the Lord made you. But after gaining 25 pounds steadily over the course of 3 pregnancies, I was desperate for something that would bring back my healthier, slimmer body. When my oldest child was born, I quit working out on a regular basis. Still, 2 months after I delivered him, I found the time to go for weekly aerobics classes. This exercise coupled with a strict Atkins diet really shaved those extra 15 pounds off. I had always been slim my entire life thanks to an active lifestyle, so when I went back to exercising and eating right, my body responded. Then when I had my daughter, things were a little more difficult. At the time, my son was in his terrible 2 and the baby almost never slept for longer than a few hours. I was a complete mess. My husband was traveling to Texas at this time and taking care of the house, and 2 little kids was taking a toll on me. Luckily, my husband's Aunt Martha came and stayed with us for a few months till things settled down with my husband's job and he came back to Fayetteville. Aunt Martha helped me look after the baby and kept my son entertained. She also helped with meals and cleaning the house so that I had a little more time to myself and for catching up with the rest of the world. In this period, I experimented with the keto diet and went for lots of short jogs when I could. Even when the kids were down for a little nap, I'd throw on my pair of running shoes and jog around the neighborhood for 15 to 20 minutes at a time. I had gained around 20 pounds this time, and through these jogs and my ketogenic diet regime, I lose around 15 extra pounds. By the time my youngest arrived this March, things had spiraled very badly. Obviously, I was basking in the glory of motherhood and being a mommy to 3 beautiful angels. But I had picked up so much extra poundage that I wasn't able to enjoy this experience in a way that I would have liked. While my husband was back in town, Aunt Martha's support was missing. Eventually, however, things fell back into place and I found myself in a routine. Sadly, I was almost 25 pounds overweight. The weight I had gained and then lost from the first 2 pregnancies was back. Since the Atkins and keto diet had worked for me in the past, I experimented with them again. However, I barely had any time to exercise since leaving the house was a challenge. At this time, I was on the lookout for a workout solution that could take away my stubborn mommy weight. Luckily for me, my friend from college had the perfect solution. Michelle was my friend back from when we were at Southern Arkansas University. Although she moved away to New Jersey with her husband and the kids last year, we have been in touch. When I told her about my weight troubles, she suggested the Yoga Burn Challenge. If you're struggling with any form of weight loss and need a little boost for your body, read on. The 3 Yoga Burn phases. Phase 1, Foundational Flow. A solid foundation is an invaluable asset, no matter what the activity or project. The same rings true in the case of Yoga Burn. This phase, if aptly named as it focuses on building a strong foundation for your yoga practice and weight loss endeavors. The 4 weeks that make up a part of this phase are designed in a way that your basic foundation for a strong yoga practice is laid. The easy-to-follow videos feature a unique set of yoga sequences that will kickstart the process of building lean muscle in your body. The most important thing about this phase to me was their focus on the correct form and posture. It is a well-known fact that yoga must be performed in the right manner to get the most out of it and also prevent injuries. Getting this alignment right is important to ensure you get the most out of your practice. In this phase, you are also guided on the concept of a mind-body connection. This is best described as way of connecting to your body so that it is easier to power through the more challenging sequences. As someone who has practiced yoga before this program, I understand just how important it is to invest time in perfecting your form before diving head first into this practice. This foundation phase is well designed to cater to newbies as well as more advanced yoga practitioners. While it took me almost a week to feel comfortable with the sequences and poses, I noticed a change right away. While my stubborn belly fat was undeterred, my arms, legs and shoulders felt sore after a good workout. This is how I knew something was working. Sometimes it was a little difficult for me to follow the pace of the video as I wanted things to move faster. But then again, the investment in gaining proper form was an investment that promises to pay off in the long run. Phase 2, Transitional Flow. Once you've followed the foundational phase for the recommended period of 4 weeks, the second phase begins. Transitional Flow is dedicated to teaching you how to best harness the benefits of correct form with slightly more advanced moves. The aim of this exercise is to increase the rate of calorie burn and overall metabolism and heart rate. Since the 4 weeks of foundational training makes you comfortable and confident with basic moves, the second phase enables you to get a more intense workout. This phase helps you continue the process of building muscle and losing fat whilst getting toned. The videos here focus on large muscle groups and incorporate 3 workout videos for said muscle groups: upper body, lower body and core. Instead of simply focusing on form, this phase also helps you learn how to smoothly transition from each pose to another. This entire experience of learning transitions helps you enjoy all the movements. In my experience, these 4 weeks played a huge role in helping me feel good about my body from the inside out. By the time I was on week 5, I found myself focusing entirely on the movements, no matter what was happening around me. Best described as moving meditation, I found that the transitional phase was helpful in connecting me to a source of peace within me while helping me work out. In this phase my arms were visibly more toned and I felt my core to be strengthened as compared to before. I think I lost about 6 pounds or so in this phase. Phase 3, Mastery Flow. As the third phase of Yoga Burn kicks in, things are kicked up a notch. All the skills you develop in the first 2 phases are put to test in this master phase. The makers of this program have designed it in such a way that the last trimester of the 12-week program does wonders for your metabolism. The phases learned in the transitional period are set into high gear as the intensity of workout increases. Each new video in this deck is slightly different from the one before. This is not because of a lack of imagination. The aim over here is to encourage a sort of muscle fatigue by repeating a set of positions and poses over and over again. The workout in this phase was certainly a little difficult to get through on some days as there were combinations of lower and upper body movements. Such movements are known to have a host of benefits, one of which is the ability to give you a more intense workout in a shorter time. I also noticed that eventually, the targeted muscles were ones that women usually have trouble with. The hips, core and arms get a really good workout. In my case at least, these were the major trouble areas. The Mastery Flow phase of Yoga Burn was certainly my favorite as it pushed me to my limits. On the side of mental clarity, I felt re-energized in this phase. Weeks 9 to 12 were the ones where I could notice a sure fat loss. My favorite pair of jeans is already threatening to get too loose to be worn anymore. That's the kind of problem I love to have. Weight loss. One of the most important things to talk about is the weight loss that was a direct result of Yoga Burn. My experience with postpartum weight after my 3rd pregnancy really put into perspective stubborn fat for me. I was ready to give up when this program helped me reinvigorate the habit of a daily workout. I read testimonials online where people who stuck to the program successfully shed the extra weight and kept it off. In my case, I maintained a healthy diet with whole foods and no drastic dietary changes. I cut out processed foods, sugar and ready-to-eat meals as well as candy and alcohol completely. Coupled with the intensive workouts, especially in the 3rd phase, I found my weight steadily dropping off. In the 12 weeks that I pursued Yoga Burn dedicatedly, I lost 17 pounds. Keep in mind that I supplemented this with a reduced calorie intake, jogs almost 3 to 4 times a week and regular sleep, as much as I could manage. Peace of mind. I don't know what happens to those of you who don't wake up with 3 kids and a husband all vying for your attention. There must be so little crying, shouting and tugging involved. Since I've begun with Yoga Burn, I find myself more mentally aware and prepared for my day. Waking up is an easier process and by extension, the day that follows is much more manageable. I feel like I'm at peace with myself and can actively choose to behave in a calmer manner. Again, you cannot discount the fact that this program was supported by other good habits I developed. Factors like a better diet, regularized sleep, and more time outdoors, connecting with hobbies etc. are also known to have a direct impact on distressing a person. Flexibility and strength. As the program focuses on building on foundational knowledge of posture, poses and stances, it improves your overall flexibility. By engaging the core muscles through compound movements, I felt this workout impact my strength levels as well. I used to find myself with back pain on some occasions after carrying the kids around. But as I practiced these yoga workouts, I found myself stronger and less tired at the end of a long day. Time to get results. As is the case with any regime that provides lasting results, Yoga Burn takes some time to show noticeable results. The actual workouts are not very easy and might require you to power through during tough moments. You cannot expect this program to work if you don't supplement it with other healthy habits. Just like you can't go to the gym and eat fried chicken for lunch every day, you can't expect to see results without some serious lifestyle changes. Again, discipline is the key. If you're looking out for a miracle get thin quick program, then Yoga Burn might not be for you. Fantastic experience. I'm actually updating my review. I have purchased and completed the Yoga Burn Booty 12-week challenge. It is absolutely awesome. The videos that come with it are very useful and Zoe explains everything so well. The set of exercises changes every week, so it isn't boring. Most importantly, it works. I followed the program and only had to do week 8 twice due to being ill and unable to complete it the first time, so did it after I got better. Apart from that, I saw a big improvement and visible changes after as little as 4 weeks. On top of it all, Zoe is the sweetest person ever. She answers all the questions and doubts and supports the member all the way. There is an awesome social media group of people who are doing her programs and I found it very helpful and motivating. Thank you, Zoe, for all your hard work you put into this. It's been a fantastic experience and I took out from it much more than just a yummy booty. If you want to avail existing discounts, then follow the link in description.